face. You look like my next mistakes. Love a game, wanna play. Yeah. Oh. Got 52 minutes, see? All I need to do was a little bit of imagination. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be playing in the background because I am gonna do another hour and a half. That's an hour and a half. I can multitask. And that's what I really want. Oh, I won't. Oh, I do. Oh. Offline progress. Ooh, that's brand new. We didn't have that before. What are we playing? We're playing Idle. No. Idle Space Fleet. Yes. We got offline. This is brand new. We didn't have that before, which is great. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, but I got destroyed. What happened? What have you? Quimper distance. Because why not? This is very similar to the tower. But it's a great game. Today, this is still going to be part of the intro, but fuck it. Yeah, don't use a knife to scratch a mosquito bite. Don't do like Papa Ink. Because I just hurt myself. Is it bleeding? No, but that was dumb. That was dumb to do. Okay, Merchant's about to die, so we're gonna fix Merchant. Everybody else is good? Everybody else is good. Wunderbar, wunderbar. Do it to me, baby. I'm saying this because the first is like Guten Abend, which is German for ink is awesome. No, it's not. I wish it was, but it wasn't. Because I would explain why I chose the name. Oh, I chose the name because of the Offspring song that is... Yeah, I'm bleeding. Oh, dude. Hurt myself. I hurt myself just to feel something. Okay, so we're doing Tough Hand Boys, right? So... This is why. This is so hard to follow. I'm gonna drop the wine bottle, but we picked up. It's water. It is water. It is water. That's supposed to be the best thing to drink from because you avoid piece of plastic particle, and that's very good, and that's very bad for you. Okay, so the movie has Christian Bale, has Seth Rogen, has Jay Baruchel, right? Which is kind of a cool cast. This is the only movie I've ever seen Christian Bale not being a blonde. She is a brunette at that movie. So the group of friends, which is really cool because the principal thing is one of them is starting a corporate job, and this is mentioned in the movie. He's like, okay, well, my friends are all loser. I'm not gonna be a loser. This is my last hurrah. This is my last chance to really chill with them. And then we got another guy that's dying, right? So they go on this trip to go to the ranch, which is like a road trip, and it is kind of nice. But at the same time, the movie suffers from a lack of originality, which is what I mentioned before. The movie suffers from a lack of originality in two ways. The first way is, for example, this character that are reused. Seth Rogen is a pimp, but also a Star Trek guy. There's three times a freaking quiz on Star Wars to realize they're a real Star Wars fan. So you're like, the first time was cool, the second time was okay, third time is too much, right? At the end, the guy with that is sick does the movie. The movie is okay. It has its charm. Christian Bale is a cool character. We love her. What else? However, I would take Sarah Marshall over that character at any second, right? And Sarah Marshall is a shitty character. She did my boy wrong. Right? Yeah, so it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. Opposite track with Amy Schumer. No, not Amy Schumer. Which one is it? Which one was it? What was her name? Opposite Ed Elm and Paul Rudd. They came together. So, They Came Together is actually sort of a... I'm going to be honest, it is a bad romantic comedy, but it's supposed to be a bad romantic comedy. So it's a movie about two characters that are very similar, and everybody is saying like, okay, well, they're gonna be ending up together. They're gonna be in a relationship. They're gonna be in a relationship. They're just so similar. They belong together, and then it's the battle of will. It's the battle of, hey, I don't want to be with that guy, or I don't want to feel like I'm supposed to be with that guy, right? And they avoid each other. The guy is pretty open-minded, but the girl isn't. Which is what's her name? I'm gonna have the cast right away. Released Amy Poehler. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So then they start being so they're starting to figure out that they have a lot in commons. They end up being in love. The movie itself is not bad. There's some couple of good jokes. It's well meant. It's well done. The acting is super good, but there's a moment that is insufferable, and they make the rest of the movie kind of shitty. So the moment that are insufferable are what? The moment that are insufferable are there's a specific thing that I'm thinking about, and it's Paul Rudd and his brother, right? And there's like at least a 5 minutes of like, hey, I love you. No, hey, about that dude. And it's just supposed to make fun of rom com, and it's just supposed to make fun of like the cringiness of a rom com, but at the same time you do it so much that you defeat the purpose because you're doing it in a way where no rom com would do it. So you're not really making fun of rom com. You're doing a cartoonization. You're doing a satirical view on something. But you do it very poorly because you're being insufferable. You're being one of the worst thing I've ever seen, which makes you worse than the thing that you're making fun of, right? For example, if you take a movie, right, who pokes fun at, oh, okay, very good example, very good example. Jim Carrey and Michael Scott did a movie together, which is Magician, and they're poking fun at Magician and how far Magician are willing to go, and it's really funny. It's like this Chris Angel kind of guy and David Blaine. It's a really good movie, right? And they're making fun of the extreme length a magician is willing to go or have to go to be recognized to be the number one, and they basically go at war to magician because they want to be the number one magician, right? So they go to war, and then they realize, okay, well, we're not so much so different, blah 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 blah. So they're making fun of it, but they don't go too far extent. For example, Jim Carrey was gonna take a nail and he's gonna have it in his arm. It's gonna come up with his nose, and you're like, there's no way. And he literally injures himself doing it, right? So you know right away it's bullshit. But uh, they never go like too far. The movie they came together goes too far, and you're like, okay, well, I get what you're trying to do, but you're doing it in a way where it's it's too much, and because it's too much, you're like not able to enjoy it, and it's not enjoyable, right? So this is kind of sucky. And that's it. So now we have the Tubi movies because we did watch a couple movies on Tubi's. I'm gonna have a bunch of them. Some of them were really good. Some of them are really not so good. Um, I think overall, you know what? In that list, there is some very, very surprising thing. So we're gonna go with the one I thought were funny as fuck. Okay, wait. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Oh my fucking god! I waited for too long. No. Okay, so it's not that bad. Okay, it's not that bad. We're just missing one movie. Okay, it's good. It's good. I counted the movie yesterday. We were at 10. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check out the movie Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds. We're gonna go with Vegas. So what am I smoking Ace? No, Vegas. Is that a movie? No, that's not it. There's no storage. Okay. I don't remember the movie. Rob McElhenney, that's the one. Uh, Reject all. I don't care about your cookies. A first class trip to Las Vegas. I don't remember the name of the movie. I'm gonna have to check it out, but I have also to check out Frenchie, because Frenchie we did upload, so it should be okay. But I do have to make sure that I can delete the right amount of stuff. That's gonna be something else that I have to fix. I think there's only one movie missing. There could be two, and if there's two, I'm fucked, because I don't remember that much. That's the problem when you watch too many movies. I watch too many movies at once. Holy shit, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. The okay, that is not good. Okay, that is not good. Okay, so we're gonna go with. Give me a sec, guys. Okay, guess what? 143, 17, 43, 17, good. 26, 53, good. This is not good. 10037, 10037, 10037, 10037. Yes, 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 no. Okay, okay, I have an idea. You and me, they're not a bad romance. Whoa, I want your loving, I want your regrets, you and me. It's gonna be 485. That's good. Because what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have to upload. Okay, so what do I have to upload, by the way? It's 138. That's bad that we have to do it. That is bad that we have to do it. 10037. That is done. 205, 52. That is done. Okay, the 205 that is done. 52. That's done. Okay. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a screenshot. Good. Okay. See the 4 o'clock. You did it. 228. So basically, you have to do 228. We did it. 49. We did it. 30201. We did it. 216. We did it. 154. We did it. 225. Okay, last try. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. I can't focus. I can't. Okay. 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 Perfect. So we have. Okay, that's really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holy shit! 70 gigs free. See, yes, we're having a problem that is easily avoidable, but said problem aren't that bad. 71 gigs in the garbage because we're able to film, which is great. So I was talking about how we're missing movies. Sorry about that, guys. It's just, I created a lot of content and I had to do a lot of stuff. It's the problematic situation that is just an amalgam or a mix of me not being able to manage my time or manage my effort or manage things in a way where I'm not lacking storage, I'm not doing anything. I can blame the fact that we didn't have Wi-Fi today, but ultimately speaking, it's my fault. It's my fault. It is entirely my fault. See, I used to be able to play these two together. Now I'm not able to. I don't know why. Oh, they had an update. That's why. Oof. So I'm gonna have to start this, and I'm gonna have to start it like well done. Won't be long. Just gonna upgrade my shit. I'm a big gangster. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna try to do a split screen. Now the boats are well prepared. And it seems to be working. We'll see if it's working or not. Okay, good. So we are missing what? We are missing. Okay, so I know that I had 10 to do. So I'm going to be able to count. If it is only one. So what happened was they took it out. So I'm using Tubi, which has a. It has a rotating library. The library rotates, and you can continue the movie, but because we didn't finish the movie, we weren't able to do it. So we got Super 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm missing 4 movies, and I don't remember the movies. Okay. Fuck. Trip to Vegas. I'm pretty sure it's something like that. Uh huh. No. Movies. Um. Vegas movie. Mm. No. That's not the movie. No. That's not it. There's more. Mississippi Grind. Yes. And I'm a genius. I'm a freaking genius. Why? I just remember that I took a screenshot. I did not take a screenshot. And we'll do 6, that's okay. So, first movie on the list is The Super. A movie with Val Kilmer, right? So there's this ancient police guy, right? He's an ex-cop, right? And he moves into a building, right? And that building is weird because they keep having death. The movie itself wasn't that great. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start doing movies review, and I'm gonna start with prefacing if I like the movie or not. That way, if I seem negative, you know why, and if I seem positive, you know why. So, the movie is the dude, the ex cop. He goes in. He has his 2 daughters, and his 2 daughters are kind of this world because he lost everything, right? So he goes to this building, and this building is mysterious murder. There's a lot of murders, right? And you're like, okay, well, this is kind of fucked up. This is kind of fucked up because I just moved in, right? And there's mention of killing before, right? Which is gonna be super important. There's a couple character. Is the Val Kilmer character, which is very intense. There's a character who kind of is sort of pervy, but not a pervert. Pervy in a sense of okay, so he has a younger daughter, like a teen, and like, hey, how are you? So kind of creepy, right? And the character that you introduce, the good part of the movie is the whole building is creepy. So whenever you introduce a character in the building, he is creepy by proxy, right? Okay, well that makes sense. Why the movie is not good? Because there's not a mention of killing. I mean, if it's the kills, you find bodies, right? But the bodies are always killed in the same way. There's no originality. It's not like a Chucky, Curse of Chucky, where there's 8 kills, where there's 8 different kills. It's often the same thing, right? At the end, you realize the main character only had 1 daughter, and the other daughter is the spirit of his daughter. So you learn the story, right? Um, The story is she's in trouble. The daughter in trouble. Started a fire which killed her mom, and she got killed. Now she's a vengeful spirit, right? And the father goes insane and becomes a serial killer, right? So the building, everybody that gets killed is because of the main character. Now, ultimately, the plot twist is good. The way they do it is good because there's no mention. And we say as viewers, we see her in the movie, but there's no other mention of her. Like, holy shit, dude. This is kind of intense, right? Why did the movie suck? Okay. Well, the plot twist is actually quite nice, right? My issue with the movie is what? My issue with the movie is that I saw a movie with Jensen, a soldier boy, Jensen something, and it's my buddy Valentine, right? I mean, the story of a town where it was a killer, it was a miner, right? An actual miner going to the mine and killing people, right? And the father of Jensen owns the mine. Jensen, the character of Jensen, I want to find the name of the guy. What is the actual name? Let me know what I'm talking about. My Bloody Valentine. Uh-uh. The movie. The movie. Oh my god. You have to go with the movie. So it's whom? It's with Jensen Ackles. Jensen Ackles. The movie is actually the same thing. It goes, Jensen Ackles come back to the town. You realize that he's the only survivor of the minor killer, right? And then what is cool about that is he ends up realizing that, hey, I'm back in town and there's still killing, right? So people are suspecting two people, him and the cop, and you don't know who it is. And then at the end, it's revealed that it's Jensen Ackles, which is our main character, becomes a bad guy. And why is it done? Well done. The reason as to why he is a killer is better, because he got saved. He got obsessed with it, and he became him. Right. That's actually super good. But what I'm trying to say is, Bloody Valentine was a shitty movie. By any means, it's a good movie in my book because it's a good movie in my book because I don't like horror movie. That's why House of Wax for me is a classic. House of Wax is my favorite. House of Wax is my favorite horror movie ever. Why? Because it's well made. It's not super scary, but there's still scary elements to it. It's something that you can enjoy no matter what level. Jeepers Creeper is the same thing. What else? Freddy Krueger is a bit too scary for me. Well, I don't know. It was a bit too scary when I last tried to watch it, which was about 10 years ago. So maybe right now we're good. But it's not normal for a shitty movie or something that's considered to be a shitty movie to do the same plot as you did and be a good movie. You understand? So if a shitty movie is considered to be a better movie than your movie is worse than a shitty movie, which makes it a shitty movie, right? Next on the list, we have Mississippi Grind. Mississippi Grind is honestly one of the hardest movies that I've seen. So the story of Ryan Reynolds and another guy. I don't know the actor name. Sorry, but they're both gambling addict, right? They gamble, they gamble, they gamble, they gamble, they gamble, they gamble. That movie was really painful to watch. It wasn't good until the end, and then it became really good. It became really good. So it's a story of two gamblers. They meet, right? And the guy. So there's two characters, like I said. Ryan Reynolds' life is a bit shitty, but the other guy' life is way shittier, right? And the other guy gets stabbed. He literally gets stabbed in the first like couple minutes of the movie. So um, and he thinks that Ryan Reynolds is Lucky Charm, right? So the guy is kind of insistent, and when I say kind of insistent, he is insistent to stay with Ryan's, right? The problem with the two of them is they're both sort of they both sort of gambling addict, and they how can I put this in a way that makes sense? They are fuel for each other's addiction, which is not good, right? So you kind of feel like they shouldn't be friends, or you kind of feel like they're not healthy. It's a slow descent. It's the movie is so bad, but it's so good. So in a sense of it's so freaking negative, it's so freaking long, it's such a freaking hard watch, right? Because like they go to shitty hotel, they go everywhere and anywhere, which is like it's very not glamorous, right? And for example, for example, right? There is a part where he puts everything on a number, and they lose it all. And instead of saying, okay, well, guess what? We lose it all. Let's go back home. They have to figure out a way to get more money to be able to do what? To gamble again. So it's a constant movie of the cycle of addiction, but at the end, it's very cool. Why? Because you realize. So the way it's set up in my book, the way it's set up is Ryan Reynolds is the young guy that can still be saved. The other character, I wish I knew the name. Fuck. Mississippi Grind. It is Ben Mendelsohn. Yes. Ben Mendelsohn is the older guy that lose it all. So you, sadly, you believe that for Ben, it's finished, but for Ryan, there's still hope. So you want Ryan to get out of here. You want Ryan to be okay, and it sucks because you're in a position where it's not going to really happen, right? And at the end, you realize that the character of Ben Mendelsohn, he sees his wife, right? And you realize that his relationship with his daughter is not good. Everything is not doing well. It's really going bad. Everything that is supposed to be good or normal in his life, for example, being a good father, for example, being a good husband, right? He lost it all. You lost it all. And these are things that you're not supposed to lose, because losing a relationship, you cannot gamble the relationship, right? But his gambling made him go to that length, right? So it kind of sucks. It kind of really sucks. And it's shitty because you feel bad. You do feel bad for the character, but then you realize that it's his own fault. You realize that he put himself in those shoes, right? So you don't feel bad. And it's just not glamorous. And at the end, they win big. And they decide to do something which is not gamble related. So Ryan Reynolds buy a Cadillac. Ben Mendelsohn buy a gift for his daughter, which is really cool. Like, just to tell you how heavy the movie is, at the end of the movie, like I said, they win big, okay? They win big, and then they're talking. And then Ryan Reynolds, this is the movie that says a 2 hour movie. This is an hour 40 in. Ryan Reynolds, he's like, "What you gonna do with your part of the movie?" And the guy says, I want to buy something nice for my daughter." And Ryan Reynolds like, "Shit, you have a daughter? I didn't even know." So you realize just how far in the addiction they are. It's not glamorous, and it's a very small descent, but the good points or that character development is amazing. You understand why they're dealing with that. For example, the guy Ben Mendelsohn gets stabbed at the beginning, like I mentioned. He gets stabbed, and he's like, "Dude, that happened the second the other guy left. Is the other guy fault for leaving that I get stabbed?" So he's clearly mental. He's clearly a mental case. And you do see that, but it's a really good character development, because you're like, okay, well, this is a perfect way to put in perspective how far the other guy went, right? Next on the list, we have. I'm gonna go with a good movie. I'm gonna try to do a good movie and a bad movie, a good movie and a bad movie. We're gonna go with Kill Charlie. What is it called? Kill Charlie Countryman. Kill Charlie Countryman is by far the best movie. That night, I watched, not even joking, I watched 5 movies, and that was the best movie by far. It is so good. And it is so good because it's so confusing. It's so good because you don't even know what's going to happen. So it's basically the story of Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf, mother just dies, right? And he goes to a plane, and he goes because her last wish is go to Budapest, right? And he meets on the guy, he meets on the plane, he meets this guy. This guy's really nice. He's Romanian, right? And and he meets Shia LaBeouf, and then he dies in the plane. He dies, and then his last wish: please give my daughter my hat, right? So then Shia LaBeouf entered this journey to give the hat to the girl. He ends up falling in love with her, so he stayed Bucharest until he meets her because he's in love with her. It's like, hey, if there's a hope for me and you, we're gonna make it. If there's a hope for me and you, I'm gonna chase it, right? So he ends up staying in Bucharest. The movie itself sounds so, how can I put this? Not necessarily not necessarily boring or disgusting, but just poorly made until you realize just how much of a genius it is. So much of a genius it is. You realize that he goes in, he stays with this girl. This girl's with a guy that it's intended that she doesn't love him, but it's intended that this guy is very dangerous, right? So he meets these two people, and these two people are his friends, and they are his roommate. They end up doing a lot of drugs, which the drug aspect of the movie is another part that I didn't like, but I adored at the end. Because you end up seeing this movie where Shia LaBeouf character goes insane. He takes Molly, he takes some really strong stuff, and he goes into a drunken stupor. He goes into this almost parallel world. Not a parallel world, but he's just not there, right? The guy gets hit and then he strikes again. I got bitten by a mosquito. Again. Twice. Fuck. And with the character of Shia LaBeouf, which is fantastic, is that even in the drug, you think about the girl, and you think he sees the girl, right? And the character of Matt Mikkelsen, which is an amazing actor. Nigel is the boyfriend. It's not clear if he's part of the mafia. It's not clear what he has, but he is a dangerous guy, and you should stay away. And he is the it's sort of the boyfriend slash owner, because it's like, dude, this girl, you don't touch her, you don't even look at her, right? And he kind of keeps her not necessarily prisoner, but she stayed with him out of fear, not out of love, right? Until Chia finds a tape. And I'm gonna tell you what's on the tape because that's a spoiler, but he finally has a bargaining chip for it, right? And it's fantastic because at the end that plays a big part of it. So then Shia stop doing drugs. He starts fighting back, so runs away. He gets to her, and at the end, he gets captured. Gets captured. He gets shot. He gets shot in the water, but they arrest Matt Mikkelsen. There's no proof that Charlie survived and shit like that. Maybe he survived. I'm not gonna tell you. That's a spoiler. I don't want to tell you because the movie is so well made. But that movie was so good for a couple reasons. First of all, it's a guy that's clearly lost. It's a guy that has to deal with shit. Second of all, he goes to the wrong place. His mom didn't want him to go there. She said Bucharest, but she meant Budapest, right? And so that's kind of funny. Third of all, it's a love story with a girl that he shouldn't be with. So it's often the girl that's with a guy that she shouldn't be with. Now this is the other case, right? The character of Nigel is actually a super good character because he keeps telling Shia LaBeouf, he keeps giving him a chance. Keep like, dude, if you keep going like that, I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, I'm gonna kill you. Okay. But at the end, he doesn't kill him, right? Oops, spoilers. With Matt Mikkelsen, it's always this character that's like, dude, don't fuck with me. You keep fucking with me, there's gonna be consequences, dude. How can you expect to be fucking with me that much and there's no consequences, right? So it's definitely the devil, and Shia LaBeouf portrayal is fantastic. The junkie part of it, is so good because it doesn't serve a purpose until it does. The character of Rupert Griffith, which is Ron Weasley, ends up taking drugs, and they end up going to a strip club. And because he's so high, he ends up coming. And because he's coming, they end up having this bill, and this bill ends up being he's being taken in a VIP room to get beat up until they cough up the money. In the VIP room, we see Nigel, the picture of Nigel, and the boss is like, dude, I'm looking for that guy. If you can get me that guy, forget about your bill, forget about your tab, right? So it's really cool because everything is linked together. And again, it's just fun, and you do believe in this love story because the second she try, for example, she runs away. She's like, don't follow me, and she was like, dude, please, give me a chance. Okay, well, if you find me again, I'll kiss you. And he meets her out of the blue, and they kiss. So she's like, okay, well, possibly this is destiny, and it's kind of that's the kind of the story itself. It's kind of like, what if this was meant to happen? What if we're meant to be together? What if everything else was a bullshit? Like the fact that he goes to the wrong country, is that, right? The fact that she's with this guy that's super dangerous, but he still tries and tries, is that. And in that case, that's fantastic. That is fantastic because he is really pushing the envelope of, hey, what if, right? That's why the movie is so good. Now let's move to another movie that is kind of eh. We're gonna go again. I'm trying to do a positive and a negative movie. And even if I had more positive than negative, it would be better. But it's not the case. We're gonna go with Randy. We're gonna go with On the Line. Okay, On the Line with Mel Gibson. So Online is a story of a radio host who is a prankster. He ends up doing a lot of jokes. He ends up being sort of an asshole. He ends up not being super like. So the whole movie is, how can I put this? The whole movie is, and this is so much bullshit, right? The whole movie ends up being a prank, but that's a big spoiler. He ends up. I should have said that. He gets called, and it's one of the listener, right? And the listener is pissed at him and said, "Hey, I'm gonna go to your house, and I'm gonna kill your family." And why is that part of the movie that makes so much sense? Because you see him for 50 minutes and he's an asshole. It's like, okay, well, I definitely see you being the asshole. I definitely see you being the dangerous guy, right? So it makes sense. The whole movie we're trying to escape. There is somebody stealing computer. We realize it's one of the good friends. So there's a ton of people that are being an asshole. I'm gonna repeat myself. One of his good friend is stealing the computers, which like, okay, well, I couldn't trust you, but then again, I'm an asshole, so I couldn't be trusting myself. The guy that coming in goes to kill the family, but he's an asshole. So does he deserve it or not? At the end, the movie is not so good because it end up being a prank, right? Which kind of is sucky because like, dude, like you just ruined your movie, right? And I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying because it is kind of fucked up, but still. Then the prank is ended because, and it's so weird because the movie, I don't know if they're trying to break the fourth wall. I don't know what they're trying to do, but when they finish the prank, they circle the guy that was pranked, that was being pranked, and they give him the microphone. Anything to say, the viewer want to hear you. And then the guy falls on the stair, hits his head, and dies. So then Elvis is he's being shunned. Elvis is the character of Mel Gibson. Don't link it. Fuck me, dude. Oh, ah. Tu 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 tu. Tu 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 tu. Tu 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 tu. Shh. That's not what I wanted. No storage. What the heck, dude? What the heck? I don't have the storage needed. Fuck my life, dude. Fuck my life. I want your things in my room. I miss you all of the time. I stop myself on the internet just to see what you'd find.
Arrobase Marilou. Demain, il peut pas porter plainte. Là. Tu sais, il est conscient que je frappe dans la face. Fait que, tu sais, c'est correct. C'est pour ça que je frappe sur mon mur. Parce qu'il peut pas porter plainte. C'est comme. Arrobase John Wick TMZB. Ouais, il peut pas porter plainte. Arrobase ZB. Fait que, ouais. Il ne peut pas. Say Will. Consentant. Ouais. Je sais plus. Je sais pas ce qui se passe avec moi là. On dirait que je suis comme ralenti un peu. Ouais. ça va comme pas trop bien là-dedans. Qu'est-ce qu'on pourrait écouter, guys?
Pas grand-chose. Ok, just wait a little bit. For it to upload.
Y a pas grand-chose en ce moment. Y a... Ah. Ouais, vous allez avoir une vidéo dimanche. Ouais. Dimanche à 7h. On peut écouter Bouchard. Ouais, il est pas là. Es-tu là? C'est quoi le nom de son compte? Ça va être Danick Bouchard.
Dude, fuck my life, bro. Okay, good. Ugh. Okay. Fuck me, dude. Okay. And then what happened was we got the text. Okay, live. The mom was doing a podcast. Then you had the birth of Tiger Valley, of Bad Friends, of Whiskey and Ginger, of Past Weekend with Theo Vaughn, of what was it? The one with Shield. Andrew Schultz. No, not Andrew Schultz. No, I think so. Yes. 118, 25. That was cool too. Just had a lot of new ones. But all this to say, I stopped listening to podcasts because of Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey, very nice feeling. The same person. You got some lungs on you, girl. You got some lungs on you, girl. Matthew McConaughey was the one. Why? Because he was doing a press conference. He was doing a podcast. 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 And 4 podcasts that I watched had a same guest, which was Matthew McConaughey. And I remember, this is my fault though. I remember one day watching 4 podcasts, different podcasts in a row. How much time? 30 minutes. Sorry guys, the battery died. Okay, that's good. I don't know what to do. This is the time when I would eat the 6 together. String deal is different, better. No, but it's better. It's on the road to redemption. See, so. But then we went from A, B, C, but we can clearly identify why we went from A, B, C. 219. Because, you know, understanding how you got somewhere is half the job. Woo! Well, I'm depressed. Why am I depressed? Okay. Okay. App info. Just the 2 of us. So this is a bit. Okay. Reason why I'm depressed, right? Well. Okay. Don't link esse banho o computador. 2 minutes of filming. Okay, never. Sorry, guys. No storage again. Okay. Okay, so then what is that? Day 294. Live part 2. Look at this. 11. No. Ah. Okay. Sorry, guys. Wait some storage. I got 6. This is done, so I can do this. Which is 13 freaking gigs, bro. 13 freaking gigs. There you go. That's it. Jump back, jiggle the hit, and wiggle a bit, so get ready. Because this is about to get heavy, so I've just settled on my lawsuits. Fuck you, give it. Now, this looks like a top of me, so everybody, just follow me, because it needs a little controversy, because it feels so empty without me. So this looks like a top of me, so everybody, just follow me, because we need a little controversy, because it feels so empty. There you go. So sorry, guys. I would love to say that this won't happen again. It possibly won't, because we did upload a lot, right? But I'm sorry. It's just that we're doing a lot at the same time. So we were doing movies. I don't remember. It's been too long. I don't remember what I was talking about, right? So we're gonna do another movie, right? My apologies for that. We just finished Charlie, killing Charlie. So now we're gonna do something else. We're gonna go with. What shall we go with? We're gonna go with On the Line. I was talking about On the Line. Yes, with Mel Gibson. I was talking about that. I remember. The pranks backfire. They circle around the guy, which is that's possibly one of the best part of the movie. They circle around the guy to get his reaction because we're doing shock content, we're doing shock value. So this is kind of cool because I thought about this like a couple of days ago. So that's probably one of the better part of the movie itself. The movie isn't great because then you realize that the guy didn't really die. The guy, him dying was a joke versus Elvis. So the whole movie has two main plot twists. The first one is that okay, well this is a joke. There's not really a person in my house who's gonna attack my family. Second joke is no, there's not really somebody that's dead. There's not really somebody that's dead. We're just how can I put this? We're just We're just joking. So the two main plot twists are jokes, and it just feel unoriginal. It's just not a great movie. Next on the list, we got I Kill Giant. I Kill Giant was actually pretty freaking good. I Kill Giant is a story of a girl, and she talks about and it's really the movie itself is really powerful. Is this girl who talks about how she's protecting a town, and she's killing giants, right? And the way the movie is set up, you actually believe that this is true. You actually believe that there is giants. Why? Because they set it up in a way of, well, you're seeing the way she sees, right? So if she's imagining something, she is imagining, you're seeing it also. It is the role of an unreliable narrator. So you don't know if she's saying the truth or not, but she's a kid, so even if she's not, you forgive it. There's and I do mean tons of good moments in that movie. That movie was good. It wasn't great though. So the movie itself, why it's good is because it's basically a journey of somebody that's trying to heal. At first, she is a bitch to everybody. The main character, which is the girl that's killing giants. She's a bitch to everybody. Everything, she's keep on running away. Every single situation she runs away. Her family situation is shitty, right? Because the family situation is like, is the older sister that was taking care of the siblings. There's three siblings, so it's hard for her. The I Kill Giants is affecting her at school. At school, she gets into fights. She isn't bullying people, but she's not the bullied. So it's a case of neither the bad person, neither the good person. So this is kind of fantastic. The movie itself is actually quite good because you realize the giants, killing the giants is her being a warrior. Her being a warrior is the need to be strong enough to resist the fact that her mom is sick with cancer, right? So the whole movie, and the cool thing with it is she sort of, she's on a mission and she's saving people, and they need her. And because as a viewer, you don't know if this is real life or this is a fantastic adventure where giants are real. You're in a position where you're like, okay, well, is she really helping the town or is she not helping the town, right? There's a moment that's really telling. She makes a friend, which is British, right? And the friend, what ended up happening is she see our main character burn down a train wagon, right? So her burning down the train wagon is actually for killing a giant, right? And then the friend's like, what did you do? And then it's sort of fantastic because this embodied the movie in the perfect ways. She says, and we just saw her kill a giant, and she says, "Call me crazy after that. You saw me just kill a giant. We never saw the giant. The friend never saw the giant. She just see the wagon in fire." Right? She gets bullied at school because she's so different, right? So they end up bullying her, which pushes her to the edge, right? But the biggest story is, and there's cracks in the character, which is fantastic. For example, she ends up being a huge fan of baseball, and she calls her hammer because the poster, which I'm going to show you, poster actually really cool. And even in the poster, you're like, holy shit, dude, that makes it true. This is it. This is it. I'm gonna show you a bit better. So even in the poster, like, okay, well, this is real life because she has a hammer. The hammer is Kovaleski, right? Which ends up being a baseball player that was playing like a year ago, and guess what? Which is insane. Which is insane. He got famous because he was playing for the Patriots, and they were playing against whom? The Giants. Yeah. So you realize, like, holy shit, dude, that's what's going on, and you realize that her and her mom used to go to the baseball game. That was their way of bonding. And the fact that the mom is slowly on her way out, she wants to kill the giants. She wants to be the patriarch killing the giants to save her mom. So it's really sweet. At the end, you see the mom. You see that she's doing better. You see that she is. Normal. Well, I don't want to say normal because I do think that kids have imagination. That's not the worst thing, right? They're not about killing giants, but still. And at the end, there's another really clear picture, which is actually really cool. And there's so much. How can I put this? There is so much sort of. How can I put this in a clever way? there's so much breaks in the character. For example, no, there's so much good moments. For example, she goes insane, and her friends like, hey, are we still friends, right? Because so basically she says, hey, come, we need to kill the giants. Like, no, I don't want to come, I'm afraid, right? And her friend stays behind because she has to go to class. And she wrote a message saying, "Are we still friends?" And the fact that we're still friends, it makes her happy because she now has a friend, right? Another moment, the sister is going after a promotion. Her boss is making her cry because her boss is an asshole. So she's doing this younger sister, the main character, does a puppet show, and she motivates the sister to work harder, to not give up. So there's moments where she's really sweet, and you get a glimpse of why is she still being like, yes, she's awkward, yes, she's weird, but there's still good in her, right? Which makes the character worth caring about, which I believe is where the movie really shines, because the movie isn't about a weird girl. The movie is about a girl dealing with the fact that her mom is very sick in her own way. And at the end, the best thing is there is this counselor, and she tells him, "Hey, it's time. Your mom is very sick. She is, you know." And then she goes to the counselor and she says, "Don't be afraid. It's gonna be okay. You have to stay strong." But she's not talking to the counselor. She's talking to herself, which is fantastic. So, I Kill Giants is a really good movie. It's a really good movie, but I don't know if I would watch it the second time. It's really good. I did like it, but yeah. Next we have, we're gonna go with Randy and the Mob. Yeah, we're gonna go with Randy and the Mob, and I have Earth and the Real Girl, and that's it. I got two movies left. So, Randy and the Mob ends up being sort of this weird movie. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's not the best thing I've ever seen, right? So, it's basically a guy, right, who is very fragile and very, very fragile, right? He's the talk of the town because his brother is gay, and it's a small town, so there's a lot of gay people. So he feels the need to prove himself to be different, right? To be the one that they can talk about, right? So the story goes in, he pushes, end up seeing two straight. He sees the business that he's in, and the business that he's in is not good, right? So he does borrow money from the mob, right? The mob said, okay, well, we're gonna come and collect, but you're in financial trouble. Even if we sold your business, oh, not enough space. It's okay. I got space. I got storage. I don't wanna die. I don't wanna die. I don't wanna die. So here's without you. I don't wanna die. I don't wanna die. No, I don't wanna die. So here coming after. Cause body's getting harder. Body's getting older. Told you once, I'm the only one who hold her. I don't wanna die. I don't wanna die. No, I don't wanna die. So you're gonna have to. So hey, let's heaven be told. It's some make up, some make go. If I don't wake up, I don't know, cause I don't know anymore. And my apologies. 143. Is it the first one is 143? We got it. 205, 201. Who am I already missing? Something, dude. I'm already missing something. Okay, that is not a great start. Oh, by the way, there's another one. Uh huh. Okay. 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 The good news is. Good news is. Wow. The good news is I'm gonna have enough. Give me a sec, because I need to focus. Okay. I don't wanna die, I don't wanna die. No, I don't wanna die. So here's gonna have to. I don't wanna die, I don't wanna die. No, I don't wanna die. So here's gonna have to. Body's getting older, body's getting older. Told you once, I'm the only one who hold her. I don't wanna die, I don't wanna die. No, I don't wanna die. So you're gonna have to. Okay. Perfect. So the good news is what? The good news is I have enough storage to finish the night. We're gonna wake up tonight. And the bad news is if I don't do something, I won't have enough storage for tomorrow. So tonight I'm gonna have to upload a lot. And I know what you're saying. Oh, Ink, how come you're not ready? Oh, Ink, how come this isn't not done? Oh, Ink, how come you're always out of storage? I didn't have Wi-Fi today. So that is sadly, and I do mean sadly, the situation. So large. So they say, okay, well, your business is shitty, and there's just no way for you to pay us. So what you're gonna have to do is we're gonna be using your business as a front, right? So they bring in this guy, and this guy plays the ghoul in Fallout. Great actor. He plays a transvestite and Son of Anarchy, and he plays a good character in White Lotus. Just saying. Um, so what is really cool about the character is he's severely like autistic, and there's no mention of being autistic, but the he's sort of very unpersonal. The whole movie is with a southern accent. Really nice, really friendly. And he got a wife, and the guy sent with the mob, where they get along well because they're both really autistic. Then the whole movie happened, and the movie itself is actually not bad until the end. At the end, you realize that the guy who they sent to collect money didn't send them the money. He kept it for himself. So they're now both in trouble. They go to this cottage, and it's a really, to be honest, it's a really good movie for some reason. It's really bad for some other reason. The character is very like boring-ish, you know. In the end, they go to their cottage because his gay brother is there. His gay brother is rich. The mafia ends up following them. So they become trapped in this house, right? And then because they're trapped in this house, they fix the relationship. And it's a very touching moment. For that, this is a great movie. It's not funny. It's not interesting. But there's wholesomeness. Which, I have to say, was quite charming. Now, the last movie, because thank God did other movies. We got Lars and the Real Girl. And yes, I absolutely kept the best for last. So if I'm eating, I've been filming since 8 o'clock nonstop. 2 hours and a half. Not bad. So, I'm gonna take my time for this, right? So you got Lars and the Real Girl, which is a movie that I entirely hated. And I find myself in that situation a lot. I judge too quickly with movies. Until like halfway there, I started really liking it. So it's the story of a guy named Lars, played by Ryan Gosling. And I was like, dude, how desperate are you to play a movie like that? That's not... You're more than that, dude. But the way he's playing it is fantastic. The acting is great. So, to do that, severely depressed, severely going through shit, never had a girlfriend, he doesn't have a lot of friends, he doesn't go out a lot, right? And then he tells his brother and sister-in-law, sorry, he goes in and he's like, hey, I have met somebody, I have a girlfriend. And the brother's like, oh my God, wait, Lars, you have a girlfriend? And the sister-in-law, she's like, oh my God, I cannot believe this is amazing, this is fantastic, congratulations, we're so proud of you. So you realize that Lars himself is very loved, right? Then he ends up being with a sex doll, right? And like, oh my God, he's with a sex doll. And at first, the movie is so aggravating because it's just a bunch of people enabling the behavior of Lars to have this fake girlfriend, which is extremely weird. By the way, the phone is not charging quick enough. We're at 15% batteries, which means that we did perfect by charging it right now. I'm just gonna press pause. I'm just gonna take you guys. I'm gonna need to get some more water because I am thirsty. I don't wanna die, I don't wanna die. Good. Ooh. Oh my god. And we're back. We are back, guys. To make sure that. Oh my god. There's no way. Oh my fucking god. You see, I missed one day. And we spent the majority of yesterday uploading. My Atlantis. My kingdom for respite. My kingdom for respite. VODs. Apartment is hot, by the way, huh? The apartment is very hot, by the way. VODs, okay. Yeah, I made a mess. So I was trying to hurry up for you guys. Okay. So we got. Okay, good. Body's getting hotter, body's getting colder. Told you once I'm the only one who hold her. I don't wanna die, I don't wanna die. No, I don't wanna die. So we got a 3 hours. Tu me veux de bonheur, pour toi et ta nouvelle fleur. Embrasse tes parents, dis bonjour à ta sœur. Tu t'es bien vite remis de tous tes ressentiments. Tu sais que je ne m'avoue jamais. I got 3 hours, which should be enough, because I have to do this. This is my last movie, will take 20 minutes, and I'll have to do a tire talk, which will take 40 minutes. That's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. Boom, boom, boom. 2 games, that's what we do. That is what we do. Yeah, we're feeling like crazy. Because everybody's gone crazy. Because everybody's gonna save me. Can anybody tell me what's going on? Tell me what's going on. When you open your eyes, you see that something is wrong. Simple Plan, the 2000. That was the time to be alive. You missed out. So Lauren, the real girl, right? So at first you're pissed off because you're like, dude, this is so sad because the whole neighborhood is the movie is so silly because they clearly see that it's a sex doll. You clearly see that this guy is going insane. You clearly see that's not normal, right? And you don't know if they enable him or they just don't care enough, right? But then you realize that Large is really liked, Large is really loved, Large is part of a small community. And you realize that they care enough about Large to kind of play the game. For example, they'll give his girlfriend, which is plastic, they'll give her a makeover. There's this 5-minute scene where they talk about if we should give her bangs or not. And there's a joke like it won't grow back. Like, okay, I think she can pull it off. So you realize that the relationship with the doll, people are not really enabling it. They just want Lars to be happy, and that's the whole movie. They just want Lars to be happy, and you realize how good the movie is. That's when it hits you. The movie is fantastic. They didn't care if it was a blow up doll. Like, my guy was happy. And if he's happy, I'm happy. As simple as that. And it's beautiful. It is such a touching moment. Such a touching moment. And then at the end, the shooting that happens. His brother relationship is not doing so well, right? So, and this is, by the way, this is pinpointing the importance of the movie itself. Because Lars and his sex doll relationship is healthier than his brother and real girlfriend relationship. It pushes the brother and the sister in law to make a bigger effort to save their marriage, right? And at the end, when Lars, okay, so there's this girl at work that he likes and she likes him back, right? And I think he knows that he likes her back, right? And then what happened is she gets a boyfriend because she sees that Lars has a girlfriend and she move on. Realizing that she has a boyfriend, Lars like, dude, I fucked it up. I should have dated her, right? So slowly it goes away, but the way it goes away is fantastic. So he goes to the shrink and he tells her, he goes to the hospital because his girlfriend, which is a sex doll, has a medical appointment. Yeah, it's insane. And then he talks to the doctor. He's like, "Hey, I'm not feeling. We're on the rush right now." And the doctor's like, "Oh my god, what's going on?" And Lars says, "I asked her to marry me." And instead of being like, "Dude, she's a fucking doll. Wake up." She's like, "Oh, when's the date?" And Lars says, "That's the thing." She said no. And you realize that Lars is slowly leaving her and go back to the real life. So it's about a guy that's healing, a guy that's loved enough to be not necessarily enabled, but to be saved, emotion to be spared. It's a beautiful movie because this guy did have a plastic doll, but this community was realer than everything else. This guy did have a plastic doll, but it enabled him to be able to love a real human being. And then the biggest why this movie is a 10 out of 10 in my book is the ending. The ending was what a conscious take. I don't know how you call it in English, but in French we say prise de conscience. A realization, if you will. I judged that guy because his girlfriend was made of plastic, but his relationship was healthier than I am. I judged that guy. I judged a village because they were enabling the behavior, but this village liked him more than they liked anybody that I've seen. So you're in a position where everything and anything is seemingly weird, but then no, it's not weird. For them, it's normal. No, it's not weird. For them, it's in daily occurrence. It's like, holy shit, dude. I judge when I'm in a worse position than a dude that is dating a plastic doll. And it hits you. It hits you like a brick. Like, holy shit, dude. I can't believe that movie that was that good. And it's not a conventional good. It's not a conventional like, wow, this is a Scorsese movie. It's a feel good. It's a wholesome, and this is why, like I'm saying, it's a 10 out of 10 because if you're able to sell me a story of a dude that gets together with a plastic doll, and you're able to make it me feel like it's wholesome, I'm like, you did what a lot of people did but couldn't pull off. And that was good. And I'm telling you, Lars and the Real Girl. So my two favorite movie of the whole bunch was Kill Charlie. Kill Charlie. Kill Charlie was great because I thought it was going to be a junkie movie. I thought it was going to be boring, but it ended up being very wholesome. Ended up being a very good love story. The second was Lars and the Real Girl. I thought it was gonna be. It thought it was gonna be weird. It is weird, but at the same time, it is so well made. And if I had to choose between the two, Lars and the Real Girl is the best. Why? They do a very conscious choice, which is very fantastic, by the way. What is a conscious choice? Which is unbelievably cool. They do a poster. You know, a poster for movie for marketing, right? And they do Lars and the Real Girl. But the poster is only Lars or it's only Ryan Gosling. And when you do a romantic movie, you actually put the main lead and the main male lead, the main female lead. I'm saying usually. And in this one, because he's alone, they're like, okay, well, That's kind of an odd choice. But if they put the plastic doll, it'd be weird. And then you realize that people that went to the movies to see Ryan Gosling, when they saw the plastic doll, the possibility was, what the fuck? You know? It's just brilliant. Oh, I don't know if in my love for the movie, if there's a love for the risk taken included. I don't know. I mean, of course, I do like the risk taken, but still, you know. So that's 295. The 295 crown. I'm gonna be uploading just in case. I was at 5 seconds. Tell me what's wrong with society. And everywhere I look and see pictures on TV, they won't stop till they reach their dream. Diet pill. Now, that's it. I only have the Tower Talk to do left. And we're good to go. And be able to upload it. It just sucks. Because the Wi-Fi basically closed. This is more of an intro than movies, but still. The Wi-Fi closed for 9 hours. 7 o'clock a.m. till 2:30 p.m. And I'm in trouble. I'm still good, but it was not planned. So fuck me, right? Okay, Tower Talk. Tell me what's wrong with society. And everywhere I look and see. Okay, good. Don't blink if you blink. Welcome to the show. Guys are doing well because they're having a wonderful day. Welcome to the last video of this first part of the day. I've had so many problems with the storage. It's not even funny, dude. We have been struggling today. But I bring you good news, which is the Tower Talk. Today, we have a very busy Tower Talk. Very, very busy. So, the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to do something special. I usually wait until the end. Today's actually very simple. I don't have to do a lot. Today we're gonna be opening every single chest. Gonna be checking out the guild. I'm gonna be checking out every single tournament result. I'm gonna be doing the Discord. So, ultimately speaking, this is not that much. It's not. This is what I. This is. How can I put this? Sorry. Space Idle Fleet, which is a copy of the tower, but in a very different way, so it's kind of cool. This is what I was trying to tell you guys. This is the. And again, I hate starting the video like this. First of all, day 295. You guys are doing well. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I'm sorry, I've been doing videos for. No, I don't know. Not an hour 20. How much? How much? 2 hours 42. So you can kind of guess that I am tired, and you can kind of guess that after 2 hours 40 making an intro for a video is kind of weird. I don't know how people do it. I find it weird. But this is what I wanted to talk about. This is kind of what was cool. The ultimate goal for the tower, and I know this is weird, and ultimately speaking, I'm not gonna respect that. I am not gonna respect that. But the ultimate goal would be to do it like twice a week. Just chill, talk about the tower, talk about the progress of the tower, then do a video preparing for the tournament. Then, also speaking, once every 2 weeks, we'd do a third video, which is finishing the event, which would be cool. But right now, because we have 11 playthroughs, there's so much to talk about. But at the same time, I'm in a very healthy place, the tower. I'm absolutely enjoying it. We are killing it. I'm streaming a lot less the tower, so it's been a week and a half maybe. If you get 6 or 7 hours, 6, 7, you're good, right? Um, what am I talking about today? Like I said, the tournament, I'm actually very happy because this one of the tournament that I did really good. Again, the only problem was Frenchie. And the problem with Frenchie and Vods is doing better though. The problem with Frenchie is what? The problem with Frenchie is by the time I'm still 56. I haven't, by the way, I haven't had a time to stream Final Fantasy 3, so I haven't had a time to fortify retro. Because I haven't fortified retro, I'm stuck in a position of, I have to deal with that shit. I have to deal with that shit, which kind of sucks. However, we are going to be buying something new. We're going to go with retro. We're going to be doing a little bit of retro. I'm going to be doing upgrade chance. On Wave have chance to grant a free attack upgrade. We're gonna do upgrade chance. Why? Because we have a quest for that. So we're gonna be doing free attack upgrade. We're gonna do everything. I got 430,000. Right now, money has never been so good. We're gonna go focus on attack upgrade because I want to gold box it. Yeah, it's very expensive. But hey. Also, Retro's gonna get our first ultimate weapon today. The problem with Frenchie is what? The problem with Frenchie is right now, it's not surviving enough. So, by the time that we have set up all of our tournaments, it dies. All I would need is a couple more minutes for it. If I was smart, what I would do is I would lower the speed of Frenchie to 4. Except for 5. And then what I would do is I would maintain it at 4 for tournaments. That way I do have time to increase my ship, right? By the way, we've been looking for a more idle game to play while we play the tower. Space Fleet is a carbon copy of the tower, but instead of being in the middle, it's like this. There's a lot of similarities. Kind of fun that we're playing 2 clones of the same game, and kind of really fun. So you guys want to do what? You guys want to do the tournament, or you want to do the you want to do the you guys want to do tournaments, you want to do the Discord. The thing is, with the Discord, it would be fun to do right now because the middle ground is the guild. I got one comment that's really cool, and it's from Salafar. You know what, fuck it, I'm gonna put the AC if you don't mind, because the apartment is very hot. It's not hot, well, it's hot for me, but it's more hot for the phone. So what I'm afraid is that the phone is going to close and I'm not going to be able to do the tower. I think we're going to go to the tournament first. We're going to go to the tournament for the rewards because I want to see the gold box. And if the guild is active, I want them to see that, hey, this guy is prioritizing helping the guild versus reading out loud. Because there's some really funny saying in the guild. By the way, the goal, which is crazy, is Retro has to go to guild Retro is now 2 weeks old, and I haven't even gotten close to a guild. Because with Retro, what I'm doing is we often are finishing at 80, at 70, so that's not good. I've been slacking off. It's my fault. I've been slacking off, right? So we're gonna go. We're gonna go with the classic crown first. Raz, dva, trei, čtyři, pět, šest, sedm, osm, devět, a jednice, dvacenice. We got Crown. Crown, we got 8 mission. So, no, I don't want to restart for a better view, but that's very nice of you to ask. We have everything from 5 to 35. The fact it's already Friday is insane to me. Insane to me. What is it, Friday today or Thursday? It's Friday. It's the night of Friday. Shit, slowish. I was like, dude, there's no way. Doesn't make any sense. Good news is we got a shit ton of resources. Bad news is what? Bad news is that. How can I put this? Good news is that we have a shit ton of resources. Bad news is you never got enough. Kind of thing, right? That makes sense? Cool. We have 1,200 diamond. I usually don't buy mods. I'm going to do an exception today. I'm going to do an exception today. Why? Because we have a lucky banner. So we got Omni-Ship. The very first model that I get is Omni-Ship, which is actually pretty good. That's one. Oh my god, 2. This is very, very good. 4. I'm telling you, I'm never gonna buy a module again instead of the lucky banner. Forget about it. We got 4 out of 60, which is actually really good. Project Founding is gonna be primordial. We got Multiverse Nexus, which I really enjoy, and that's it. I'm gonna see if I cannot do the Project Founding. Project Founding can be done. Project Founding can be done. And we kind of need it for what we're doing right now. So, sadly, I'm going to leave. I'm going to surrender. I hate doing this, but I don't have a choice. So we do have the Enhance. I'm going to be leaving every single playthrough because I have to be honest. We unlocked Enhance for both Shield and Sword, and I didn't do it once. So yeah, so this is going to be important to pay attention to. So we're gonna do wall health. Wall health of 5 billion. From times 1 to 1 point. Holy shit, dude! Insane. We were at time 1 and we did 138. This is fantastic. This is really freaking good. Tournament wise, we did how much? Tournament wise, we did the Platinum League. We ended up doing finish at rank 9, which is not great. Let's see the rewards. We got 40 gem for the last guild. We ended up doing 260 stones. 200 gems, 60 stones. Not great, but not bad. It's just a shame because I used to do 90 stones. So we're losing 50 gem, which is not bad, but I'm losing 30 stones, which is a lot. Am I gonna buy? I'm gonna buy something for Spotlight. I could buy Angle for Spotlight, but I think I'm gonna do with damage for Chain Lightning. Yeah. How we doing with labs? We got 462,000 Elite Cell. We did finish a couple of ones. We finished what? We finished Shock Multiplier, no. Shock Chance, no. Shock Multiplier, no. I don't remember what we finished, but we did finish one not too long ago. We're gonna go with Super Tower bonus. We're gonna go for times 7 for 250k, and we're gonna go for times 6 at 60k for the 4 others. 60k. The other one I have to do 5. So we got 6, 7, 6, 6, 5. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Not bad. We do have that Zelda far, dude, is solid. Is solid. Hope everyone is well and healthy. Good. Yeah, so the far so there's this guy that was March Hare, and I have this rule in the guild which is 7 days. If you don't send a notice that you're gone, it's you're out of the guild. I've been pretty lax about it because we always hit. I we I'm gonna be honest. I think since the guild, I think we never miss a box, which is kind of impressive. But you know, there's not an excuse to just chill. We got Interstellar. Did we even check this or no? I didn't know. I didn't know. So we're gonna do the event mission because why not? I am sitting at 0. I'm sitting at 0. We're gonna get. We're gonna get. We're gonna get. We're gonna get 0. We're gonna get. We're gonna get. We're gonna get. We're gonna get 205. I got 1,200. So we'll be buying Linger, and we buying a cooldown for bots. Oh, I don't do. I want a gold box under bots, but it's so I can't. Ugh. 80 to 70 seconds. 77 seconds. Why? Because I had one medal left, and I wanted to use it till the end. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up the guild box. The guild box is so dumb, but so dumb to pick it up right now because by the time that we're finished today, I will have enough for the 750. I will have enough. Ooh, we do have to do my guardian. I'm at 471, so we're gonna do fine chen from 35 to 38, and that's it. The store, 95, can buy shit. We are able to do one more module, which is 1, and I got another one. So in 7, we got 5, and it was an omni chip. Omni chip. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna skip it. I want to do Ancestral Plus. Guys, we got Ancestral a level 3 for Project Founding, which is a great thing. However, it's not great because a lot of people, and I saw a Reddit post on that, because I gotta say, I actually do like Reddit a little bit because it's so chaotic. It's so chaotic, and you're like, holy shit, there's everything here. Versus Discord, where you go from channel to channel and it's more focused. I think my ADHD is more stimulated with Reddit. And what they were saying is, right now, whale or endgame players just have this problem where their module is 5-star, and there's no reason. And I don't know if you can assist mod if you can put the same mod twice, so Project Founding twice. But this is good. So for Crown, we are over. We're finished. Did pretty good. I still got 1T. Can I do anything with that 1T? Well, technically speaking, I should possibly wait until the labs. The quickest lab will take a day and 3 hours, which is insane to think. That's also literally in the game. I can do landmine damage. I can do rend armor, critical factor plus, and I can do free upgrades. I'm gonna do critical factor plus, which gives us 66B. There you go. There you go. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do a distant run. We're gonna wake up the night. I'm gonna do. Okay, so the last we did is 7, and we'll do defense for 7. We'll see if I got stronger in the last month. Next on the list, we got what? If I was a clever guy, I would do shield, because shield will close because it's too hot. Okay, again, sorry guys, we got 51. Retro isn't at a level where I can actually chill yet, but still. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. We'll do it retro. Why? Because I'm done with dying at 51. I fucked up. I bought something. We did finish game speed though. We did finish game speed. I will do attack speed because we unlocked knockback. So we're gonna do retro right away. Because retro, I'm gonna be able to buy cards. I'm gonna be able to buy a ultimate weapon. So ultimately speaking, there's gonna be some good stuff for us. I'm gonna take my time today. I have the time all the time in the world. I don't, but fuck it. You only live once, they say. Only live once, they tell me. Only live once. I am more willing to take my time with gaming because I got 100 upload than I am with normal content because normal content I only have. Oh shit. I forgot about that. That is a problem. Give me a sec, guys. We have a emergency. By the way, I don't mind. I know Planets Fleet. I know Space Fleet is good. It's a really good game. What's going on? This battery is almost dead. Almost dead. I can power it up if I have the right wire. I do have the right wire. Tonight, what we're gonna do tonight for the tower? I'm gonna be playing the tower and watching an anime. I'm just playing the tower. Just playing the tower. Just playing the tower. Just playing the tower. Just the two of us. We can make it as we can. I need to be the boss and then we can just chill and relax. Right. Yeah, go. So now what we have to do is this. We have a game speed. Do me a vertebra now. By the way, it ended 20 minutes ago. So, you did 20 minutes of the last Fuck, it's not charging. Come on, 2%. Come on. Okay, fuck it. Yep, done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on. It's close. It's not charging, and that sucks. It's not charging, and that sucks. It's not charging, and that sucks. Fuck you, dude. Okay, wanna play? Let's fucking play.
Hope you're watching, big guy.
Holy crimson skies of death!
We will never leave you.
They're gone.
And we're next.
The city's under attack.
By who?
Get the hell out of here.
Done witnessing your horrors. Oh my god. Almost there.
Please answer me. They all know that. Do you have a recommendation?
Well, you can never go wrong with John Candy.
Really?
May figure pants, and if you do, there's a laundromat right next door.
Well, I will watch this and let you know.
Sounds good.
Wow.
Well, what?
She was totally hitting on you.
All she did was run a movie.
Yeah, and then she laughed and she touched your arm. It's textbook flirting.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to.
Georgie, it's fine. You can flirt with other girls.
Doesn't feel like I should.
We're not a couple.
Why do you want me to date someone else so bad?
I didn't say I wanted you to. I said it was okay.
Shut up. Just fucking charge, bro. I'm so tired of bullshit. I'm so tired of bullshit. So tired. It's not complex, bro. You're connected, you're charging. That's it. Okay? Enough. 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 Whew.
I didn't say I wanted you to. I said it was okay.
Well, it seems like you want me to.
I just want you to live your life.
Then why'd you sleep with me again?
What time?
And we're back. And we're back. I'm so sorry, guys. It's stuff today. When it's not the storage, it is the thank you. When it's not the storage, it is the freaking when it's not the storage, this is still a tire talk, by the way. When it's not the storage, it's a freaking it's the battery. When it's not the battery, it's the storage. When it's not the storage, is oh, this playthrough died. When it's not this, it's like, hey, this other playthrough, there's no more batteries. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk about the tower. But in the background, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be doing the wires because the wires are a mess. This will take me a couple minutes. And I'm sure I can fill up the time with the tower because that's super easy. Right now, we are also not going to do a video. Reason as to why is super simple. Super, super, super simple. Reason as to why is because after that I'm going to be done. I'm going to be done for today. So there's no need to... How can I put this? There's not a need for... separation and shit like that. What happened with the wire? Okay, so this phone is older, and the wire itself is problematic because look at this. Every single week I have to do it. I did it not even a week ago. Okay, so this is why it's gonna be simple. So this one is older. This phone is older, and because it is older, it takes the plug-in or the place to plug your wires is a bit messed up. Because it's a bit messed up, it's a lot harder. So now this is I'm gonna have to do it in a way where I'm not damaging the wire too much, but I'm also working, right? So this is what I'm missing one wire. Is that it? Okay, so let's do the easy one first. So yes, so for the tower, like I said, the original goal was what? The original goal